I slow it down like it's altergeist. Ice barrier, bitch, I want all the ice. Amazon is my bitch, you don't wanna fight. King Kang got the metal like Cosmo. Big way, small way, that's a hot flow. He ain't do much, he got shot though. I came back in the game like
What's up, you guys? Show you guys my Gishki Chaos deck. I know you guys have been waiting to see my crazy deck ideas. Since it's pretty much the end of the season, ban list coming up, decided to start showing off some of the crazy, wacky ideas I have. I got my plants, I got my hieratics, different versions of hieratics, of course, Sylvans, the plant princesses. If you guys are interested in seeing any of those, please give me a thumbs up and comment what you'd like to see, and I'll bust those out. But for now, we're going to talk about the Gishki Chaos. So we'll start off with my favorite Gishki monster, Yugioh. When he's once per turn, he's not a hard once per turn. You can pay 1,000 life points, draw a card, and if it's a monster, reveal to your opponent, and you non-target, spin one card on the field to the deck. So it's great going second card, and like I said, it's not once per turn, or it's not a hard once per turn. So if you recycle these, get 3 of these on the field, spin up to 3 cards. If you get to recur them out of the grave back to the field, or ritual summon again, spin another card. Really good. Then we have Mind August. It's at 1 because of the stupid loops. What she allows you to do is to target up to 5 cards in either player's graveyard and shuffle them back to the deck. So against Orcus, you can shuffle their resources. Against Salamangreat, against pretty much any deck, recycle spin their resources back to the deck from the grave to cut them off, or you can recycle your extra deck. Really good. Next, Hand Destruction. Not hard once per turn, just like Mind August, like all the Gishki monsters. When she's ritual summoned, you can look at up to 2 cards from your opponent's hand and send them back to the deck. Look at 2 cards, choose one of them, and then send it back to the deck. Not hard once per turn, so you can manage to get her back in your hand and ritual summon her again. You can keep doing it, and until they have no hand left. Pretty broken. Next, we got the Stratos of the deck. Gishki Abyss. When he's normal special summon, you get to add a Gishki monster with 1,000 or less attack. So that's Gust Kraken and Yugioh. They're both 1,000 or less. Next up, other search targets. You have 3 Gishki Vision. You can discard this card and add a Gishki Ritual monster. Also, if you ritual summon a water monster, this can be used for the whole tribute. So you can just, for free, ritual summon Yugioh and not have to worry about having 10 levels worth of tribute. Then Gishki Shadow. Same clause, used for a whole tribute for a ritual monster. Also, you can pitch this to add a Gishki Ritual card. If you notice, these are both 1,000 or less defense, so they're searchable by Abyss, and gives you a little bit of consistency. Now, what finally makes this deck playable, you used to have to use a hieratic engine to not lose advantage, but now we have the Incantation engine, and I'm so happy. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. It's used in the other water ritual deck. We won't say what it is, because this is the original water ritual deck, and I like it better. So we run 3 of the Chalice Slime, and I don't know, I just like the big guys. And we run 3 of the Creator. This guy, so it's a quick effect, once per turn, discard a card, and you get to special summon from your graveyard Incantation monsters. Also, he negates the effects of non-ritual Incantation monsters. So it allows you to go into your extra deck, plus he gives him 2,500 attack. So by himself, that's 3,000, and then if you have 2 other incantations, they're 2,500. It's pretty ridiculous. That's an OTK right there. You just spam the field, him, and then 4 other monsters. That's 5. That's 13. That's 13,000 damage right there. 5,000 plus 300. That's 1,100 damage. 11,000 damage. Plus he's a level 10, and 10 and 10. equals pew pew pew. Candle. You guys are familiar with this candle talisman. It lets you search the any ritual monster, any ritual spell. You know, you reveal the appropriate ritual card, then special summon this and another one from your deck to add the appropriate ritual spell, ritual monster from your deck. Then to recover from the graveyard to get your ritual monster or spell back from the deck or from the grave. We got the Bookstone and Pencil Plume, just one of each. They're recyclable with Mind August. They're recyclable with Creator, so you only need one of each. Starting off, these are pretty much dead, but after turn 2, these become even better. Or like mid combo, there's some plays that you can make where it comes really clutch. And it wouldn't be Chaos without Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. Now in this deck, it's ridiculous because you have these guys are all light and darks. I mean, dark, dark, dark. Then light, 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 light. And you fill your grave up really fast. And on top of that, you have your extra deck. And this just allows you to not have to go into your extra deck. You can just apply so much pressure and not have to worry about going into your extra deck. And I kind of wanted to make a deck where I can just beat down without having to link summon or exceed summon or fusion summon or synchro summon in the back row. You know, not have to worry about phantasmes or anything like that. Not have to worry about any of the floodgates. So yeah, that card makes it great. Next is spells. We don't play many, so it's 29 monsters. So we got Salvage, Upstart, Preparation. I could play more Preparation, you know, bump these out. I think Preparation's at 3. I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section. Then we have our 6 ritual cards, Aquamirror and Incantation Inception. These are super important to trigger off all your incantations and to summon your monsters. They're both recurable, which is something else I like. You can send a ritual. You can send this back to add a ritual or Gishki ritual from your grave back to your hand. This, you send a incantation from your hand or grave from your hand or field to the grave at its back, and then you special summon an incantation. So we just generate so many resources. You maintain resources really well with this deck, and I really like that about this deck. Next up, the extra deck. Now this is going to be weird, and you'll see what I mean here in a second. Now we get to play all these guys. And what I like about them is, again, is going with the whole theme of recycling resources. So since you have all the light monsters, you can go and hip hop. Hippo Shinigami. You know, when it's sent to the graveyard by your opponent, battle, card effect, whatever, then you just snatch back a light monster. Water, Miss Starboy, you snatch back a water monster, and then We Witches, you snatch back a dark monster. So, you know, just constantly recurring your resources. I just can't explain how fun it is and how recursive the whole deck is. And then Mind August shuffles them all back to reuse, and it's kind of like Orcus in that you have like an endless supply of resources for the grind game. Really, really cool. Then some generics. You got Phoenix, IP Masquerena, Unicorn. IP goes into Unicorn for disruption. Some pretty cool plays you can do. Then for the big daddies, Zero Boros, Mekk-Knight, Avermax, Appaloosa. Pretty much self-explanatory here. It's a big rank 4s. You know, lock your opponent down. Big beater, board nuke, especially with IP, is really easy to trigger. Zero Boros during your opponent's turn with the creator. Next, we have the fun part. Pew pew pew. Gustav Max. We have the level 10s, obviously, so we can pew pew our opponent. We have lots of level 6s. The Incantation Talismandra is level 6. Then we have Mind August and Gust Kraken, so we can recur our resources out of our grave, or we can bounce a card on the field back to our hand. Rank 6. I just love. Part of the reason why I like this deck is I get to I get to use my DT cards again. You can see I don't know. I'm just a fiend for the DT. All right, and then rounding out the rank 6 strike bounds are just more effect negation and slight burn, and then small rank 4 engine, Tornado Dragon, Dugaris, and Abyss Dweller. So alright guys, tell me what you think about the deck. If you want to see combos, I'm going to attach a short combo tutorial vid. If you want to see more combos, please don't be afraid to comment down below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and combos coming up next. Alright, let's start with a basic 3-card combo. So you run 3 Abyss, 3 Chalice Slime, and this Upstart Goblin can be any card. Just you need a card to discard. So we're going to start off, we're going to summon Abyss. That'll add Shadow to our hand. We'll pitch Shadow, and then that will allow us to add the Mirror. Next, we'll reveal Chalice Slime, discarding a card. That will special summon Talismandra, and then that gets us Gust Kraken. So as you can see, we already went, +2, but we're going to erase those pluses here in a second. Next up, we'll Ritual Summon, tributing the Talismandra, so we don't take the 2500 burn from Chalice Slime. Take a peek at our opponent's hand, shuffle one back, and then we can link these off for Miss Starboy. So that means when Miss Starboy dies, we get to recur back a resource. Next, we'll shuffle Aquamir back to get Gust Kraken, and we're right back to where we started. So 3 cards. We took a card out of our opponent's hand. We got back resources. We still have 3 cards: Miss Starboy, Chalice Slime, and Gust Kraken. No resources lost. The field's not impressive, but this is just like a basic 3-card hand. All right, guys, show you a random hand. So we got Gishki, Abyss, Crealtor, Inception, Candle, and Chalice Slime. So we're gonna see if we can do a hand like this. So we're gonna summon Abyss. Abyss is gonna add Shadow. We'll pitch Shadow. Shadow will get us our Aquamir. Next, we reveal our Aquamir to special summon Candle and Talismandra. Talismandra will get us Gust Kraken. Got a nice +3 you have there. Kind of like that a lot. So from here, see if we can take a look, make sure our opponent doesn't have that young Nibiru. So we're going to Ritual Summon now. We're going to go Inception. See what they got in their hand. Don't like it. Get that Nibiru out of here. Who doesn't have Nibiru? Or maybe Phantasme. We'll get it out of here. Okay. So from here, we use Chalice Slime's effect. We will pitch a card. We'll pitch the Aquamir. That shall get us Pencil Plume. Pencil Plume will add Aquamir back. Next up, we'll tribute the Pencil Plume to activate the Inception. Inception will get us Candle from the deck. Candle will add us the card we're missing. Get another Inception. So basically we want to make sure that we have access to all our cards at all times, Next up, we're gonna ritual summon again. So we need 10 levels for Creator. Egyptian. All right. Now we'll activate Creator's effect. We'll pitch. We need 10 levels. So Talismandra, effects are negated. Well, like so and like so. And 2 level 6s gives us Ptolemy. We'll detach. And that'll add us back the pencil plume. Okay. Next, we will activate Aquamirror, return it to the deck to get Gust Kraken. So our field so far is Ptolemy and Extra Monster Zone, Creator and Kandal, and it's in hand. But we're not done yet. We shall activate Pencil Plume by revealing our ritual monster. That'll get us Bookstone. Bookstone will add back our what's it called? Our ritual spell. Keep it going. Then from here, we'll link off M7 and Kandal for Masquerena. And the reason why you do that is because you need, when you activate Creator's effect, you need 10 levels. And so Talismandra and Kandal equals 10. So you need to make sure you have 10 levels. And so now on our opponent's turn, during their main phase, we can go to Avermax, we can go to Appaloosa, we can go into Zero Voros, and then activate Creator's effect by discarding it to trigger Zero Voros. You know, just all kind of things we can do here. And, you know, at the very least, these guys could be in attack mode because they're sitting at 2,500. You know, just like that. So, you know, we still got 3 cards in hand. We got the Appaloosa threatening to turn into something scary. You know, if we had a chance to get 2 equal levels, we could exceed, like we had 2 4s. We can go into an Abyss Dweller, Dagaris, Tornado Dragon, you know, just whatever lines of play you have available. You know, those are your options. Later on, if we activate another incantation, we can get our Mind August, and we can recycle our link monsters or anything in our graveyard back to the deck, and so we can reuse them. So it's never a waste to use your extra monster so long as you have access to Mind August. All right, so that was just my little demonstration. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stub K Dad, and I'm out.
I slowed it down. I am the best in the town. Fire King, I need a crown. Yeah.